Hello. Um, I thought given we have nothing but time, that I can say whatever I want. I want to share a kind of a show and tell with you. Show and tell. Um, Show you something and tell you about it. One of my hobbies. It's probably well known among you that I collect rocks and play hack sack, things like that. But something that I've rediscovered recently was my coloring. I like coloring books. I did when I was younger, and given all this extra time, rather than wasting it, I've been coloring books again. So I thought I would do a show and tell and show you some of the coloring books that I've done, and it takes me a while. So, all right, this is the first one I did, getting back into coloring books. Okay, um, I I I have a photographic kind of mind. I love photography, taking pictures of scenery, of outside, of nature, and I love the contrast between light and darkness. So I saw this, and just looking at the way the shadows looked, I was thinking, well, the sun was probably be somewhere over there, and I imagined it was somewhere near a sunset. So I really just, especially focused on the reflection of the sun on the water, and then kind of colored lighter and darker depending on how shallow the water was and how deep it was. So I don't surf, by the way. Okay, another one. Another ones that I did. This was the next one that I did. It was a hammock by the beach. I love the beach, by the way, if you don't know that. And I'd imagine that it was like right in the middle of the day where the sun was really high in the sky and everything was really bright. So I made everything very bright and kind of the sun shining off the wood. So um, there's that. This is another one I did. A little boring, sandcastle, but I thought, well, why not? But something that I wanted to really show was I'd imagine when you first make a sandcastle on the beach, it's like wet sand, and then when you build it up, gets dry at the top. So I try to make it darker here to show that it's like wet sand, but it's starting to get drier as you get to the top, and it gets more cracked. And there's the Italian flag at the top, because I like Italians. That's me, I'm Italian too. Okay, so a few more. All right. This one didn't look quite as real because the sun is like huge in the sky, but it was fun coloring. And I like shading. It took me forever to shade the rock and the mountains. You start with one color like gray and you think, well, I'll make it more brown. Oh no, more red. Oh no, more brown. And I like to show the way the sun's looking differently rather than where the shadows are. So this reminds me of the movie The Land Before Time, which I love that movie. Next one, this is kind of a secret garden kind of picture. Without realizing, I made everything look kind of gray or cool. It's a cloudy sky in the picture, but just it worked out that the colors kind of look kind of gray and kind of cool, like a cloudy day. And then one more for you, one more. Would you mind waiting? Okay. This is the last one I did. Not very realistic because the clouds are in the middle of these bamboo shoots with the water, but I thought it was kind of cool. And I'm crazy. I might color all the water one thing and said, I want to make it a little darker and do the whole thing again. No, make it more blue, make it more green, and then do it again. So I like coloring pencils so you can shade different shades, go one step darker or lighter. I even put a little gray in the clouds, so I like detail. That's all I did right now. I'm working on some other ones right now. I just want to say there's a value to having hobbies. Rather than wasting time, think about what you enjoy, and what you're good at. Writing, doing stuff outside, coloring, collecting things. It shows that not only that you're weird in your own way, but it helps you develop just something about yourself, that you put energy into and then you enjoy. So, sorry to say, Facebook, YouTube, video games, we might enjoy them. They're not hobbies. So, live your life and find hobbies that will not only show that you're human, show that you're weird, but they will actually help you develop who you're going to be for the rest of your life, I think. Thanks.